In 2023, if you are not using AI for your creating your PowerPoints, then you're wasting 9.
Strangers passing in the street, by chance two separate glances meet, and I am you, and what I see is me. And do I take you by the hand and lead you through the land and help me understand the best I can?
आज का म्यूजिक पीस का कुछ है नहीं है? ओके, क्या है? सिंगिंग? अच्छा, ओके, ठीक है.
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमहामृता ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमहामृता
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृता
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृता
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृता
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमहामृता
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृता
ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमहामृता ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमेव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृता 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 यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनात् मृत्योर्मोक्षीयमा
जते ना तो काम आ रहा है कीबोर्ड में। पेड़ दबाया, पेड़ कम हो गया।
लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम, लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम। श्याम तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम, श्याम तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम, लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम।
लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम।
श्याम तेरी बंसी कन्हैया तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम, लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम।
लोग करे मीरा को यूं ही बदनाम। सांवरे की बंसी को बजने से काम, सांवरे की बंसी को बजने से काम। राधा का भी श्याम हो तो मीरा का भी श्याम, राधा का भी श्याम हो तो मीरा का भी श्याम।
ओ कौन जाने बांसुरिया किसको पुकारे, जिसके मन भाए वो उसके गुण गाए। कौन जाने बांसुरिया किसको पुकारे, जिसके मन भाए वो उसके गुण गाए।
कौन नहीं बंसी की धुन का गुलाम, कौन नहीं बंसी की धुन का गुलाम। राधा का भी श्याम हो तो मीरा का भी श्याम, राधा का भी श्याम हो तो मीरा का भी श्याम।
ब्रिज धाम, श्याम का दीवाना तो सारा ब्रिज धाम। लोग करे मीरा को योगी बदनाम,
लोग करे मीरा को योगी बदनाम।
श्याम तेरी बंसी कन्हैया तेरी बंसी पुकारे राधा नाम। लोग करे मीरा को योगी बदनाम,
लोग करे मीरा को योगी बदनाम। सांवरे की बंसी को बजने से काम, सांवरे की बंसी को बजने से काम। राधा का भी श्याम हो तो मीरा का भी श्याम, राधा का भी श्याम हो तो मीरा का भी श्याम।
राधा कभी श्याम हो तो
मेरा कभी श्याम, राधा कभी श्याम हो तो मेरा कभी श्याम।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय,
ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीराम शरणं मम,
श्रीराम शरणं मम,
श्रीराम शरणं मम,
श्रीराम शरणं मम।
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम,
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम,
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम।
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम।
हरि ओं नमो नारायणाय।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय,
ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीराम शरणं मम,
श्रीराम शरणं मम,
श्रीराम शरणं मम,
श्रीराम शरणं मम।
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम,
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम,
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम।
श्रीकृष्ण शरणं मम।
हरि ओं नमो नारायणाय।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय,
हरि ओं नमो नारायणाय।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय,
ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
The real growth of a country is in the heart, minds, bodies, and souls of young men and women of the country, said by C.V. Raman. Namaste and a very good morning to everyone. I, Diya,
I, Sanvi, and co-host Gyan.
welcome you all on the behalf of the TGES family to today's morning assembly. Today is 26th February અને ગુજરાતી તિથિ પ્રમાણે આજે મહાવદ બીજ છે. 28th February is celebrated as National Science Day to honor Sir C.V. Raman.
Indians celebrate the National Science Day on 28 February yearly. This day marks the discovery of the Raman effect. The importance of science used in the daily life of the people. As well as each year, they have a specific theme for the National Science Day. So, Science for a Sustainable Future is the theme for 2024 National Science Day.
Spirituality is a science. It concerns the discovery of oneself in all. Please rise for the spiritual prayer.
सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Please be seated.
Let's take this day to reflect on how science is intertwined with our daily lives and how we as students can contribute to its advancement, whether it's through participating in science fairs, undertaking projects, or simply staying curious. Every small step counts. There are some famous inspirational quotes given by our great scientists. I invite Manya, Vyakhya, Shrushti, Devam, Neville, Ethan, Heath, Kian, Mahesh, and Arush to share these quotes with us and what made these scientists say these quotes.
Charles Darwin quoted, "A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life."
Charles Darwin was a naturalist and geologist who pioneered the field of evolutionary biology. Wanted to accomplish as much as Darwin did in his lifetime? Adhere to his advice and don't waste one single hour of your time.
A quote by Neil deGrasse Tyson, "A good thing about science is that it's true whether or not you believe in it."
Tyson's quote distinguishes the difference between opinion and fact. Science as a base is always true. It is the interpretation that imparts human error. Whether you believe in science or not is irrelevant.
Marie Curie, nothing in the life is to be feared, it is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less.
Marie Curie was the first woman to be awarded Nobel Prize Award in 1903 for her contributions to physics. She was again awarded the 1911 Nobel Prize Award for her contributions to chemistry. Although we may fear the unknown, it should not limit our desire to understand the unknown.
Albert Einstein said, "Imagination is more important than knowledge."
The full quote reads, "I am enough of the artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world."
Galileo Galilei, you can not teach a man anything. You can only help him discover it in himself.
Galileo Galilei was an Italian astronomer, mathematician, physicist, and a philosopher. Galileo's quote is one echoed for generations that one must learn something for themselves. Your mom may have told you the burner was hot as a kid, but you eventually tasted it yourself.
Thank you.
Thank you.
આજના વિજ્ઞાન યુગમાં માનવજાતે વિકાસની હરણફાળ ભરી છે. કુદરતી સંપદાનો વિવિધ ઉપયોગ કરી અજાયબી સાહેબી અને સગવડો હસ્તગત કરી છે. આજના યુગના માનવીએ હજી આ ક્ષેત્રે ઘણી પ્રગતિ સાધવાની બાકી છે. કાવ્ય લઈને આવી રહ્યા છે પ્રવણ અને રોની, જેમની કવિતાનું શીર્ષક છે વિજ્ઞાન યુગનો માનવી.
નમસ્તે. વિજ્ઞાન યુગના છીએ માનવી, અચરજ કામો કરશું. નથી દીધી ના થાય કાકો, કોઈ ગુણને ઉઠશું. હિંમત પુરુષાર્થે જગે રમશું, ઉગ્ર લઈ ઉઠશું. માતૃભૂમિની કરી પ્રદક્ષિણા, અંતરિક્ષ વાટે વિચરશું. વિપરીત વાયુ ભલે વાએ, દરિયે દરિયા તરશું. અગાધ સાગરના તળિયે રમી, વિસ્મય વિશ્વે ભમશું. ઉત્તર દક્ષિણ હિમ સાગરે, શીત લહેરોને ઝીલશું. સફળ વિફળ આરો અવરોએ, સફળ વિફળ આરો અવરોએ, આત્મકબીરથી જીવશું. વનવગડાના વિકટ માર્ગે કેમેરો લઈ ઘૂમશું. મઢી કચકડે કુદરત કામણ, પ્રકૃતિ કોડે ઝીલશું.
અચરજ
અચરજ તારા સૌ જીવોના ક્ષકિરણોથી ખોલશું.
બુદ્ધિ બળથી ઘર આંગળીએ શ્રાવણ દર્શનથી સુમશું. નદીઓનાથી બંધો બાંધી રણને લીલા કરશું. છોને તપતો સૂરજ ગગને, શીતળ શયન ગૃહ રચશું. તારી સૃષ્ટિની શોભા શણગારી, હોશે હોશે દીપવશું. નવા સ્વપ્નોથી સજાવી ધરણી, સ્વર્ગ રૂડુરે ઘડશું. અચરજ કામો કરશું ને જોજો, મંગલ પર ડગ ભરશું. ઘર કરશું. વિજ્ઞાન યુગના છીએ માનવી, વિસ્મય વિશ્વે ભમશું. ભમશું ભમશું ભમશું. આભાર.
ખૂબ જ સુંદર प्रस्तुति मित्रों, आप बनेनो आभार.
आज के इस आधुनिक युग में विज्ञान के द्वारा संशोधित किए गए संसाधनों का हम सब खूब इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं. फिर वो हमारे घर से लेकर लड़ाई के मैदान की मिसाइल ही क्यों न हो. लेकिन जब मिसाइल की बात करते हैं तब हम भला हमारे माननीय राष्ट्रपति एवं वैज्ञानिक श्रीमान अब्दुल कलाम जी को कैसे भूल सकते हैं. आज साइंस डे की थीम पर उन्हीं को समर्पित एक कविता प्रस्तुत करेंगे धियान और देवम.
नमस्ते. एक था समर्पण, एक था अर्पण, था जिनका जीवन एक दर्शन. जन्मे कर निर्धन के फिर भी पाया एक विशेष स्थान. देख भेदभाव बालपन से हुआ मन बेताव,
मानवता की सेवा करने उठाए आपने किताब की चेष्टा कोई जीव चोट न पावे हर जन अपने हृदय प्रेम अलग जगावे टिकाए पैर जमीन पर मन पंछी ऊंचा आसमां पावे किया निरंतर अभ्यास न कभी छोड़ी आस विफलताओं से हुए न कभी आप निराश किया निरंतर प्रयास पर प्रयास देशभक्ति की एक मिसाल जिसने जलाई देश में 2020 की मशाल।
सपनों को विचार, विचार को गति, दी युवकों को ये सम्मति, देश को दी आपने पहचान नहीं किया K-15 से मुकम्मल सुरक्षा इंतजाम। आप तो कमाल हो श्रीमान कलाम, कर्म क्षेत्र था आपका विज्ञान, पर गीत संगीत में थे बसे आपके प्राण। आप बने बच्चों के हितैषी, दिया मंत्र वे बने स्वदेशी, विश्व पटल पर रखी भारतीयों की मिसाल, आपके गुणों की ये खान अति विशाल। कलाम आप तो हो कमाल, हर देशवासी हो नतमस्तक करे आपको सलाम। आपको हमारा शत शत प्रणाम, आपको हमारा शत शत प्रणाम। धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद मित्रों।
Science is divided into three main branches: physics, chemistry, and biology. Each branch has its own unique areas of study, and they all contribute to our understanding of the world around us. Let us understand how each branch contributes for a sustainable future. We are fortunate enough to have our TGES facilitators between us to share their views. First, I would like to invite Harsh sir, who teaches physics in grade 7-8.
Namaste everyone. Everything that needs to be said has already been said. But since no one was listening, everything has to be said again. Someone has said that if you want to get fresh ideas, new ideas, you have to read old books. Why I'm talking about this? Because when we talk about sustainable future, sustainable means that something that lasts forever, something that stays. Now, when we talk about science, when we talk about physics, right, and when we talk about things that are discovered already, then we have to think of our education system, that we have never been aware about the contributions that our, age-old scientists have already discovered. Now you see three images here on the screen. Rishi Kanad, right? How many of you know about Rishi Kanad? But when I ask you who was Newton, you might be knowing who is Newton. When we talk about Newton, you will say that he discovered 3 laws of, gravitation. But before Newton's forefathers were born, I'm not talking about decades or centuries, thousands of years ago, Rishi Kanad already discovered those laws of gravitation. When I ask you who was Einstein, probably everyone will be able to tell that, okay, I know who is Einstein. Probably, આપણે અહીંયા રસ્તાની બહાર જાશું, કોઈ પંચરવાળા ભાઈને પૂછું, આઇન્સ્ટાઈનને ઓળખો? He will say yes. But when I say, who is Satyendranath Bose? You are, clueless. સત્યેન્દ્રનાથ બોઝ માટે એવું કહેવાય છે કે જ્યારે એ રદ્દી ફેંકતા ને એની રદ્દીમાંથી માણસો PhD કરી લેતા. He was such a talented person. When you people are young and you are watching all those YouTube things and all, right, you use this term OG, right? You might be knowing this. OG, original gangster, right? He was one such. Across the globe, when Einstein used to publish the papers, right, every scientist used to translate those papers in the regional languages. Now, when Satyendranath published a paper, Einstein himself translated it in German. Now you just think. And we have, the Bose-Einstein condensate. That is the fifth state of matter you will learn in your higher grades. Boson particles. That is, given as a credit to Satyendra Nath Bose. Without it, there is no discovery in quantum science. Quantum mechanics is, flourishing because of Satyendra Nath Bose. Now, when we talk about, his teacher, the image is displayed here, Jagdish Chandra Bose. Now, who is this Jagdish Chandra Bose? The reason why we are able to use our telephonic, machineries, he is known as father of wireless communication. Now, when you use internet, we don't know who is father of this kind of wireless technology. He is Jagdish Chandra Bose. We are not taught this. And why I am repeating this, quantum mechanics, wireless technology, all these things are key for sustainable development. The other thing that we need to keep in mind is that, when you go to kindergarten, you find students who are very enthusiastic. They are very curious. They'll ask you profound questions like, why Earth is round? When is birthday of Earth? Right? Such kind of questions you'll get when you go to kindergarten. But as you grow old, probably in grade 11, 12, students become leaden and incurious. The reason is that probably, our education system needs to be changed definitely, but you have to, play a vital role because you get bored after a few minutes. The reason is that you watch such short videos, we know as shorts or reels or such things, that your attention span is limited, right? So you have to work on those things. And when we talk about all these ideas, it's like we have been discovering all these sustainable things since ages. When you go to Indonesia, Kimpulan, right, that was part of Akhand Bharat thousands of years ago. Before 1200 years, it is, say that there is one discovery, and this is published by Indonesian government. I'm not making up things. I'm not exaggerating anything. There was a temple, and it was found that there is a copper wire, rice husk, and a silver plate that was placed below Shivling. Now, when you pour water to this, combination, there is generation of electricity. And world will tell us that we have discovered electricity. Just excavate our sites and you will find, wonders. So the things that you have to, keep in mind, that we already have a glorious past. You just have to reclaim that glory, right? When we talk about 3D printing, that is going to change the world. What is 3D printing? When you just enter a code and you get it done. If you want to build a house, it takes no time. We already had that. People used to have that mantra and, boom, there is one Raj Mahal present there. So all these things, I'll simply conclude, अगर हमें ये पढ़ाया जाए, हमें ये तो पढ़ाया ही जाता है कि हमें आज़ादी कैसे मिली, लेकिन उससे भी ज़रूरी है कि हमें ये पढ़ाया जाए कि हम गुलाम कैसे बने, by eradicating our educational system. So, students, it's time to reclaim what is, ours. Thank you.
Thank you, Harsh sir. Now I would like to invite Hiral sir, who teaches chemistry in grade 7-8.
Namaste parents, namaste teachers, and namaste students. I'll take the thoughts what Sir has shared one step forward. He has talked about a lot of scientists. I'll not talk about scientists. I'll talk about the discoveries that are there and the need of an hour. Probably if we look at what was there, the need of an hour, probably we need to talk about sustainable development. Why are we talking about sustainable development? Because we have become selfish. We think about us, we think about our requirement without being worried about tomorrow. So we need to talk and implant this thought into your minds that we need to think about sustainable development. And what is sustainable development talking about? Look at that, it is mentioning. It's a development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to make their own needs meet. So we need to think about something and use chemistry to identify things that we can use for our own benefit and at the same time leave something there for the future usage. One such need was there probably long back. And what was that need? That need was development of everybody. And for that, UN, that is United Nations, have given 17 points, which talks about sustainable development, which talks how we can develop further and what are the key points that we need to move ahead. So in that line, long back, probably ever since the civilization began, what was the first need of an hour? Development was there, but what we need first is food. So that was the development what was created. We started talking about farming. Now, the question at that point in time was how to get more of crops. You might have heard the term like fertilizers and manures. Now, they were discovered probably 8,000 years ago. And people started using it, but they were not knowing that there is a chemistry into it. They were using manures, and they were able to get the crops. Later on, this manure was researched upon, and they found out that there is use of ammonia into it. And that's where we started farming. That's where you can see the tractors which are sprinkling the fertilizers into the field so that we get better products. The same chemistry, the same chemical can be misused, and that was used in World War as a weapon. So it is you who will have to think about how can we use things that we have. What is the chemistry into it? How can we modulate it? We as an Indian are very well-known chemists. We modify things in so many different ways, and we are aware about the knowledge of chemistry. And that is what we are applying in our day-to-day life. In today's scenario, one of the major need is energy. And that's where we are working on. We are finding other solutions to how to get energy in a better way. The latest what we have is hydrogen-fueled cars. Now, there's a chemistry behind it. We can produce energy even from the water. So there's a chemistry behind it. So it is for you all to identify how things can be interesting. Scientists those days were lucky enough not to have any distractions, and they were able to ponder upon the thoughts that came to them. How can they make life better for others? Same thing holds true for you. But luckily you have a treasure of a lot of discoveries that have already been done. So you need to ponder upon quietly and think about how can you work for the development of the mankind without compromising the resources for the future generation. That's what is chemistry all about. Thank you.
Thank you, Hiral sir. Lastly, I would like to invite Hansa ma'am, who teaches biology in grade 7-8.
Namaste all. We have two wonderful facilitators who have already informed you about what all things you are supposed to think on, right? Now, like Hiral sir said that long back the need for sustainable development was there by various other countries, right? So, one country alone cannot do sustainable development across the globe. So we are already familiar with United Nations, right? So in year 1992, that was the year when people started thinking on how can we do something for the future generation. So UN decided to think on all those things, and various members across the countries, across the globes were sent to United Nations. And it took a long time It is right from 1992 when they started thinking of, and finally on 2015, they came something called Agenda 2030. Now, what is this Agenda 2030? Agenda 2030 talks on 17 crucial goals for our sustainable development. So as you see the slides, there are 17 goals on the slide. Now, the most important thing the human being needs is food. And the UN decided that across the globe, no one should go hungry, right? So the second goal, if you see, it is talking about zero hunger. Now, how can we achieve that zero hunger? The first, you as small kids, right? You are the future of our country, right? So if you have observed your grandparents at home, they are very careful when it comes to spoilage of the food, right? Her sir said that Indian culture is very diverse and very unique. We have Navratris, right? And all of us have Naivedya on that day. Do we spoil food on that day? Yes or no? No, we don't, right? Even a small bit of food that is fallen in on the ground or whether it is in your plate, it is taken care of. So first thing, as we small children over there sitting listening to me, need to take care that we need to avoid spoilage of the food. Now that is your task that you have to do, right? Now what others will do? Now the population across the globe is rising tremendously. So we need to take care that as well. So any idea how can we cater the rising population and the supply of food? Anyone in the audience? Now, as the population is rising tremendously, the need of houses to these people has also arisen. So what do? We make more of houses. Now when we make more of houses, the land for the agriculture is reduced. So now we need to find a solution for that. So the solution for that is vertical farming, which is still in the developing stage, wherein we use less of area and more of productivity in that case to avoid the, to supply the demand that is rising up, right? Now, secondly, when we talk about food, assume that you are capable enough of producing lot of food. Now, how to supply it? There are certain food items which are perishable, which spoil the next day. Small example I will give you, which you must have observed in your day-to-day life. Previously, when we used to buy tomatoes, it used to get spoiled within 1 or 2 days, right? Now, is it spoiling in 1 or 2 days? We can keep it for at least 15 days. You can do this at home. The only reason behind this is the biology, that is genetic engineering, where we alter the DNA of the tomatoes. And in this, when we alter the DNA, the skin of the tomatoes have been thicker than the previous one. So that is the reason how we are able to conserve those food for a longer duration, or we can avoid the spoilage of the perishable items. Now, 3 facilitators have told you so many things regarding these things, right? Now it is up to you. The first thing what her sir was talking about was, we are more focused on the outer world than our inner world, which is our ancient scientist. Explore on that and find out whether what is already discovered, what is now we are discovering was already there or not. And as a child, what is your role for the sustainable development? This is point 2, Socho. Thank you.
Thank you, Hansa ma'am.
Science and technology for a sustainable future are likely to be one of the most important factors in determining whether humanity will succeed at tackling some of its greatest challenges. Managing climate change, ensuring access to clean water, eliminating poverty, meeting health needs worldwide while protecting. As a responsible citizen, let's take a pledge to let a world be better place to live. I request Kavya, assistant head girl, to lead the pledge. We all will repeat after her. I request all the participants to come up on the stage. I request everyone to please stand at their place. Please take right hand in front to take a pledge.
On National Science Day,
We
pledge
pledge
to embrace curiosity
to embrace curiosity
and seek truth.
and seek truth.
We promise to use science
We promise to use science
to help others
to help others
and innovate every day.
and innovate every day.
We will honor scientists
We will honor scientists
before us
before us
and protect our planet.
and protect our planet.
As students,
As students,
we commit to learning
we commit to learning
and sharing our love
and sharing our love
for science,
for science,
aiming to make a difference.
aiming to make a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kavya. Please be seated.
APJ Abdul Kalam quoted a peaceful quote: "Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. When there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. When there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. When there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world." I request everyone to stand up for the national anthem. Assembly Savdhan.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Assembly Vishram. Please be seated.
Please give a huge round of applause to all the participants.
Thank you, participants. I would also like to thank the music team, teachers, parents, students for being the wonderful audience.
Students, please remain seated till the prefects guide you for the exit. I request the parents to exit first. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Ni 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 sa 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 re 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 sa 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 ni 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 sa sa ni 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 sa 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 re 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 sa 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 ni 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 sa 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 ni 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 sa 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 re 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 sa 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 ni 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 sa 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 re re sa 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 re re sa sa sa. कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
मेरो यशोदा को लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल यशोदा को लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
मेरो यशोदा को लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल यशोदा को लाल मेरो यशोदा को लाल
मेरो नंदी जी को लाल मेरो नंदी जी को लाल नंदी जी को लाल मेरो नंदी जी को लाल
मेरो नंदी जी को लाल मेरो नंदी जी को लाल नंदी जी को लाल मेरो नंदी जी को लाल
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
नी नी सा 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 रे रे सा 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 नी सा सा नी सा 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 रे रे सा 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 नी सा 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 नी सा 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 रे रे सा 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 नी सा सा सा
मेरो कुंज बिहारी लाल मेरो कुंज बिहारी लाल कुंज बिहारी लाल मेरो कुंज बिहारी लाल
मेरो कुंज बिहारी लाल मेरो कुंज बिहारी लाल कुंज बिहारी लाल मेरो कुंज बिहारी लाल
मेरो राधा वल्लभ लाल मेरो राधा वल्लभ लाल राधा वल्लभ लाल मेरो राधा वल्लभ लाल
मेरो राधा वल्लभ लाल मेरो राधा वल्लभ लाल राधा वल्लभ लाल मेरो राधा वल्लभ लाल कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
कृष्ण गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल
राधे गोविंद गोविंद गोपाल नंदलाल